And we're back.
Hello.
So. Oh, Holly is still echoing.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Yeah. So as the fury of combat dies down, Grim, you drag Arya inside. Lithari, you sort of shove the remaining arrows into the quiver and turn to observe the situation. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go over to Elizabeth, and just kind of stand in front of her with my hand on my sword and just go, "I'm sorry, or I apologize, but Illyria got away."
I mean, she just shrugs. It's like it's not the end of the world.
What about the other one?
We need to go check on him, but before that, can we get her up? Gesturing to Arya.
Wow.
And you can also see that, like, most of Lithari's normal, like, jovialness is pretty much all gone at this point.
See, we do have the means to get her up. However, like, she will recover in her current state, and I believe this healing potion. I think I've one left. Might be the last one that we have if anything happens.
Yeah, I use mine.
Because I think
how quickly can we get out of here? Turns to look at Elizabeth.
Oh, I'd need to rest first.
How long?
Well, I need to sleep. That kind of rest.
All right.
You mentioned that you had found the other one, or you had found
The knight is taken care of, but we need to make sure.
Well, see what I'm.
Elizabeth, can you watch over Arya?
Of course.
It's because we need to get moving from here as quickly as we can, but we can't. Well, we should at least get something that we came for.
Mm-hmm.
We should at least barricade ourselves in somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, Lithari will take Quagrim over to the coffin. Which, I mean, she doesn't really know the better way to do it, so she's just gonna go around up here.
For purposes of expediency, I'll just drag you there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in a new room.
I don't know what happened to Lithari.
Lithari's gone off outside somewhere.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm over here.
Okay. So yeah, you return to the chamber, where indeed, sort of still like lying in his coffin, like eyes fixed open, with a stake through his chest, is Lycidius.
There's one thing that I didn't.
I thought you were keeping track of Arya.
Oh, yeah, well, can I at least drag her inside then?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like I think we would have helped before we actually left off with that.
I want to drag her into the corner, so at least like.
Okay. Oh, so you see, you were successful. There's one thing I did not really take into consideration, or I don't think we did as a party. Do we need to bring the coffin along?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, well, before we do that, we should probably check the room for clues, and I imagine there might be something of value in here that we care about.
Before we do that, even...
Yes.
I need to ask you a question.
What is it?
What do you plan to do with Elizabeth?
I haven't figured it out completely yet, but I think when it's just like it's happened so often at this point that like I can't really afford to keep her on this team. But on the other hand, you can't really afford not to have her at the same time. So it's a little tricky. But for now, I think she's gonna need some kind of timeout box, something. We need to find some way to just get through to her, but I haven't quite figured out how.
Well, for now, you're in charge. You need to figure out a way to stop Elizabeth and Arya from killing each other before we get out of here.
Well, I have a hunch that, like they'll. Well, I say they'll be fine. I think they do. Surprisingly enough, I think Arya is the cool-headed one in this case. She has strong feelings, but she's been learning to keep them in check at appropriate times. Yeah. I think for now our goal is going to be we're going to find a place, and I hope Elizabeth has her magic shelter prepared. And if she has, then we might be able to just recover in a safe bubble. I'm not sure what we want to do because we're in no shape to really continue this fight.
Well, they know we're here. We need to get out of this area, at least, out of the city.
Oh yes, that was yes. That was like I mentioned that before, but it's there's a lot going on right now. But yes, I will. But I do agree. We get out of here. We find. I'm guessing we'll find like a cave or something along those lines. I don't want to necessarily break into someone's house, because even though these are mostly monstrosities, I feel like aggravating the locals will only end badly.
I think Illyria had a way out.
Lyria.
She disappeared down a tunnel before I could give chase.
I'll also point out, at this point, none of you know what's happened to Kelariis.
Yeah, that's
right.
a good point.
I'm the only one who knows, and I'm out, so...
I assume...
Yeah, I think Lithari would... Yeah.
For the sake of convenience, we'll say you guys have the "Where's Kelariis? I don't know. We'll have to find her" conversation.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, fortunately, I do have some faith in Kelariis. Of all people, she's probably the most suited to walk around alone here. Not that I would wish that on anyone. Now, perhaps we can locate her with some magic later. Yes. For now, let's just search the room, and then we'll try and come up with a better plan than run and hide, or at least work out the details.
Yeah. I think Lithari kind of just like nods and strolls over to Lycidius and just gives a quick roundhouse kick to drive the stake a little bit further in.
Yep.
Just to make sure.
There isn't much further for it to go in, but you do so.
Yeah.
Be careful not to knock it out or drive it through.
Yeah, there's something unnerving about like just the stunned shock on his face that is just petrified there.
Does he have his greatsword on him? That I can
He
take?
does. If
I'll
you would
take
like
that.
Okay, yeah, you disarm him of the heavy black steel greatsword. Give me an investigation check between the two of you.
They're both? Or...
both or with advantage.
I I'll give Grim advantage.
Yeah, sure. Well, should work.
Okay.
That was a good choice.
So, amid Lycidius's belongings in his room, you find laid on a display rack on top of a dresser is another black steel weapon. This time, a medium-sized falchion.
I'll take that.
Yeah, definitely.
He has a ornamental weapons rack in his room, which includes the glaive that he previously wielded when you met him. A number of martial weapons, a strange-looking pointed pike, a shield, a set of cestus, like spiked gauntlets, and among his belongings there are a large number of knives of varying sizes, some of which are a similar size to your throwing knives, Grim.
Oh.
You can
darts. War darts.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they're big. Throwing knife is fine.
Yeah. So you can replenish 6 war darts if you wish.
Cool.
With a 19 on your investigation, going through things, you also find a ring of heavy metal keys.
Oh, guess it does go to the door.
And you find a peculiar dagger. It is it's like a fighter's dagger, like guarded hilt, longer blade, but it is like a flame blade pattern, like a curved knife, like a wavy knife. And Grim, as you pick it up, it is significantly lighter than you would expect and weighted towards the tip.
How weird.
You suspect it may have some magical properties.
I feel like we should grab most of, definitely the glaive, the dagger, or maybe the dagger is not the correct description, but the weird weighted blade.
Okay. The glaive is huge for you, Grim. I don't even think you can wield it because it's technically a heavy weapon.
Oh no, I was not. It wasn't meant for me. Because I just kind of assumed that might have some magical properties. Because why else would they be wielding it?
Yeah, could I tell, just given my experience with metalworking, if anything else here is magical?
You can give me an Arcana check.
Oh, you might as well check the glaive then as well.
Yeah. Do I get any bonus from my?
I will take it into account.
Okay.
I'll help you. I know stuff about items. I've got the gnome. What's it called?
Yeah, you can help. So give
Artificer's Lore.
Give me an Arcana check with advantage. Okay. So after a brief assessment, these are all made of weird and wonderful metals. None of them have any innately magical properties, with the exception of the glaive. The glaive doesn't necessarily have a magical properties, but it is made of adamantine.
Might as well be magical.
Yeah. I think Lithari would just say to Grim, if you want to keep checking around here, I am going to make sure that there's not another coffin lurking around here.
Well, considering you look awful, perhaps we should just go together. I don't think there's too much else in here. I'll try to just grab the weapons, and he won't be going anywhere, hopefully in the next 10 minutes.
I'd still like somebody to keep an eye on him. Could we bring Arya and Elizabeth in?
Yeah, yes.
Just drag my lifeless body around. It's fine.
No, just well, you don't need to drag. You can over the shoulder or like fireman's carry.
Some shenaniganry later, they arrive. And Lithari and Grim are setting out to search the place, are you?
Might as well.
Okay. Well, there is not much more. After some brief searching and having access to the keys, I will just delete some doors. You find that the layout of the house consists of the following. You enter this corridor and discover that at the end of the corridor there is what looks to be a rudimentary prison cell. With just a bed/bench on the wall and a slop bucket in the corner. It looks like it may have been used recently, but by who is very difficult to tell. There is the storeroom back here, which contains basically like a bunch of supplies for outfitting cultists. It's got
what?
cultists. So it's got it's got weapons similar to the ones that you've seen the cultists wielding. It's got like the crates are full of like folded robes for them. There's a bunch of supplies, equipment, utility tools, rope, anything you'd need to outfit a small covert army, basically. And it looks like at some point there was a lot more. This room was a lot fuller, but it is now down to its last remnants. There is this room here, where after an investigation, it's basically an alchemist's workshop with some sort of bizarre operating table in the center. The skeleton in the middle is strange as you examine it, because it is a perfectly normal skeleton, except for the fact that it seems to, every single bone in its body seems to have been encased in some sort of lacquer.
I'm guessing that's for some ritual of some kind. Just to be safe, I'll smash it.
Okay. With infinite time and resources, you bring your heavy morning star down on its skull, and it takes a lot more force to crack through the skull than you would expect. But it does crumble, which leads you to suspect that perhaps the lacquer is a way of reinforcing its armor.
Oh my god, it's Wolverine.
Not quite.
Armored skeletons.
Think of slightly higher armor class skeletons.
Eventually, they'll give humans adamantium bones.
Well, A+ for necromancy, I guess.
You step into this room here, which is a small religious cloister of some sort. It contains an altar, which, with examining of the scripture book in front of you, it is a it's a cloister not to a specific god, but to a dark pantheon in general. Laid out on the altar are a number of scripture scrolls, a ornate what looks like ritual dagger, and a series of different sized candles, but nothing else particularly of interest.
As much as I want to defile this, I don't want to tempt our fates even more than necessary. Don't know how you feel about it.
Lithari's gonna rip the book in half.
Okay, you just tear the book in half. Nothing happens.
Well, yet. Nothing happens yet.
The final room that you unlock with the Iron Ring of Keys, you step into what looks like another residential room. This one, quite probably Illyria's by the number of varying books and things, and the presence of the self-same short sword that was used to stab Kelariis. It is on the table, still covered in Kelariis' blood.
Oh, lovely.
Well, I don't assume I can tell it's actually Kelariis' blood, but
No, but you recognize the weapon. It looks like Illyria darted in here, grabbed a bunch of books and things, and then legged it the fuck out of here.
If this is Illyria's room, then her coffin must be here somewhere.
yes, I think so. Well,
Elizabeth has ways of seeing through illusions, correct?
well, at least finding magic. Don't know about seeing through illusions, but I assume that comes with the deal. Never properly clarified how it works, but magic is a little picky sometimes.
Yes.
But yeah, we should. Ah, man. What do you think? Kelariis would want this sword back? I don't think so, right?
It's not her sword, but
Well, once it's stabbed in you, like it's kind of like a gift.
No, that's not how this goes.
It is not.
I've got
It's
a present
not, I
for
know.
you. Stab.
Here you go. Here's a sword that stabbed you. Don't you like it?
I think it's
Grim
best
has a
just to
very
leave it.
distorted sense of reality.
Well, see, I feel like they didn't do it like by accident.
Somehow, what I just said activated Siri, and I don't know.
See,
Don't know how that happened.
I don't think they stabbed her by accident, so I'm guessing this might be used in some ritual of some kind.
From the circumstances under which she was stabbed, that's kind of a bit of a reach, because it was more like Illyria
there's
was...
a dragonborn in front of me
Yeah,
with a sword.
Kelariis was barreling down on Illyria, and Illyria went, "Oh fuck, she's trying to kill me," and stabbed her back.
Well, like, if that was the case, then why would you not clean your blade?
Because she
Didn't
was in
have
a
time.
hurry.
Yeah, she didn't have time. She just dropped
She,
the sword.
she
and-
like from what you can
the
see.
blade from early. Oh, from like from
Yeah,
this earlier.
she's run
Yeah.
into the room, thrown it down, picked up some stuff, and run out.
For some reason, I thought it was an older blade.
No.
Oh my god. Illyria's never stabbed anyone else outside of like 5 minutes ago. It's in character.
God, bold of her, bold of her to drop her sword with Lithari's chasing after her. Honestly,
Well, she didn't know that Lithari was chasing her.
Well,
Yeah.
Sword is not her strong suit.
Also true.
Yeah, that too.
Oh,
Like Elizabeth dropping a sword. It's like, yeah, okay.
Okay,
How-
I'm gonna call for Elizabeth to get over here.
Okay.
we should.
Elizabeth is with Arya.
Whilst
I won't
whilst
leave Arya alone.
whilst you go through Elizabeth, I'll start like checking these because I do know a bit about magic.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Elizabeth
I'll
and
go over.
Lithari swap
Yeah,
places.
I'll go over to a. Yeah.
Okay.
So Grim, what are you doing? You're checking
well,
bookcases.
I was just checking for like spell scrolls and that kind of stuff,
Sure, give me an investigation check.
or maybe like anything.
And I'm
Okay.
assuming Lithari would have told me what Grim wanted.
Yes.
Oh no! Well, we both wanted you to see if we could find the grave, the grave,
Well,
just
first let me
detect any
check.
magic. Investigation. No advantage.
In that case, I will cast Detect Magic just straight up because I don't have to.
Okay. Cool. You cast Detect Magic while Grim is searching. You become aware that there are some minor spell scrolls on the top of one of the cabinets, which you point out to Grim, and he grabs. Grim continues his search as you look around the room, And you discover that the tapestry hanging on the back wall is not a tapestry.
Mhm.
It is an illusion.
Cool. So I guess because most illusions work once you've discovered them, you can kind of see through them. So
Yep.
Is there a coffin behind the tapestry?
There is not. There is a door. And as you have detect magic up, the door is warded.
Ah. In that case, she will turn around and say, "Yeah, Grim, this tapestry is not real, but there's a warded door on the other side.
Be careful then.
Yeah. Can I take a closer look at the ward?
Sure.
figure out what it
Give
is.
me an Arcana check.
Ward.
Another 6.
Well, your rolls are absolutely
Yeah, I'm
awful.
not rolling great today. I don't think I've rolled above a 10 yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that one at
20.
20 on a, but it didn't really count for anything. But otherwise,
Yeah, I got a nat 20 that.
but otherwise you have not rolled
Nothing.
above a 10.
Yeah, I got one nat 20 that was instantly negated by the following roll, and aside from that, I've never rolled above a 10. Joy.
Okay. Okay, so with a 17, you identify this as a 4th level glyph of warding.
Okay.
The spell contained within inside the glyph of warding is banishment.
Okay. Okay, I get what she was going for here. I will try to cast a 4th level Dispel Magic.
Okay. It is dispelled. And the illusion goes with it.
Yeah. And I'll say, right, there goes the ward, but don't know how necessarily how much you want to go through the door. Also, technically.
Oh, step back. Like you look
Well,
like you've been through.
technically, she casts that, and then, like, the familiar blue glow of her ward sort of shimmers back a little.
Oh, yes.
Does she get the
I've
full
just-
thing
because I've
every
just-
time?
No, she
Okay.
gets part of it back because I've just cast an abjuration.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
like, wow, that would be
Yeah.
so
No,
good.
whenever I
Well,
cast an abjuration, I get double the spell's level in ward points.
So she gets
I've
8
now got-
points.
I guess I'll open the door.
Okay.
She's nearly as much
sword.
health as I've got.
Yeah, as you step beyond, there is a chamber. There is a cabinet that is filled with a number of dresses and robes. That appears to be a number of disguises. One of which, if as you're looking at it, is the same like scholar's attire that she was wearing when she met you in the tavern. There is a glass-fronted cabinet up against the wall that is holding a number of more arcane-looking books and a number of oddities. And in the center of the room is a small arcane circle with 3 wards or 3 glyphs at key points surrounding it. And in the back corner there is a coffin.
Elizabeth, could you peek into the room? Because I don't want to step in further without knowing what's happening.
Yeah, what's the magic?
Okay. Give me an Arcana check real quick.
Oh, there we go. A 10. Still technically not rolled above a 10.
Okay. So this place is basically permanently warded against detection and teleportation magic.
Ah, okay. Is that all this stuff in the middle does?
Yes, basically. It is a but yeah, it prevents teleportation and
Yeah, she voices that to Grim.
there is a bit
Well-
more complexity to it than that, but yes.
That sounds like that actually makes us safer being in here. I
Weird
guess there is
things.
one thing that we need to do. Try and stay back. I'll just.
you know-
I'll attack the coffin.
I was going to say, do you
You-
not want me to set fire to it?
So yeah, you swing at the coffin with your Morningstar. The lid splinters and cracks inwards, and a small sliver of dust pours out.
Okay.
Do you not want me to
let-
just set fire to it or something?
Yes, but after we've checked this room, 'cause I don't want to. Well,
Joke.
yes. Also, this place doesn't look flammable, but
Also, is this the glass-fronted cabinet?
It is.
Is this warded as well?
With your detect magic,
Detect magic will still be on.
there is a minor enchantment on it that keeps the cabinet clean at all times.
Okay, but that's it.
Yep.
Okay.
The other arcane influence you see inside is there is a book that is highlighted with a mixed general aura that you get similar to your own spell book.
Oh.
And there is a ring that resonates with. I need to actually look what this would be. Oh wait, what am I doing? I can just look it up in here. It resonates with evocation magic.
But I don't think it'd be harmful to pick up,
No.
or with the spellbook.
No.
Okay, then I will open up the cabinet and take both.
Okay, you pull out the book. The ring, as you touch it, you feel it resonate with your own magical aura, and you watch as it shapes and molds within your own magical aura. Whatever this is requires attunement to use.
Yeah, okay.
And the spellbook is a copy of Illyria's spellbook.
Nice. That's gonna be useful.
There are also some expensive-looking tomes and other minor, oddities and eccentricities here.
What kind of oddities and eccentricities?
Things that look like they could be used as arcane implements, but are more ornate in nature. Some bizarre sculptures, like there's one of a. Oh, you weren't there when you met one, but there is. I guess with Elizabeth's history knowledge, there is a form of a gynosphinx, like a statuette of a gynosphinx, and several other art objects.
Okay. Do any of the books have interesting looking titles?
They all look interesting, but
Let's take them all then.
you're asking Elizabeth about books.
Yeah, I'll just take them all then.
Okay, you just start shoveling them off the shelf.
Yeah, she's just got a stack of books with a ring perched on top of them.
Yeah.
And then she'll probably turn to Graham and just say, "Hey, anything interesting?"
In the time it takes for all of this to happen, Arya, you awaken on 1 hit point.
hooray!
Woo.
You come to in a strange room, and Lithari, sitting cross-legged in front of you, examining some this haul of black steel weapons that she's got.
I think she's actually cleaning her blade, and is without looking up just says, "Had a good rest."
What happened? Where's everybody else?
They're checking for Illyria's coffin.
Okay. So everyone made it through.
Barely.
Except for Kelariis, which you have no idea where she is.
Well.
Except for Kelariis. We don't have any idea where she is. You
Yes.
ran off with her, correct?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened, but when we were in the dungeons, we found an angel that they had captured. This angel claimed to be on a mission from Tallithsyr and said that he needed to take Kelariis with him.
Yes. He claimed that he had overheard the Cabal talking about the Dread Legion's plan as a reminder.
Claimed? So you don't fully
Claimed.
trust them?
He seemed trustworthy. Honestly, the fact that they had him locked up gives him more credibility than anything else.
Yeah, he
But-
was fairly securely locked away as well. He was locked away behind an enchanted
Yeah.
imprisonment.
But as I said, I don't really know past that. They seem to be going to the Feywilds, so that is all I know at this moment.
Well, I'm sure she can handle herself.
What happened after I fainted?
We stopped them from getting away.
Good.
Illyria got away.
Arya's just gonna curse at Sylvan. Does Lithari know Sylvan?
I don't believe so.
I don't
I
think so.
don't think so either. No, just common and elvish.
Cool.
I also think when she's talking with Arya one-on-one, it's in elvish.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Um,
They're both elves.
yeah.
Well, guess it's probably time for us to go find the others. Did Elizabeth say she could get us out of here?
With some sleep.
Not ideal, but better than nothing.
There's not going to be an issue between the two of you before we leave, is there?
Not before we leave, but when we get back.
Good.
My concern is getting us out of here safely. For the moment.
Yes, well, we're not leaving him behind. Gesturing at the coffin.
Oh, lovely.
Do you mind helping me secure it, actually?
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
sure
help
the
you.
other two can handle themselves. Lithari takes up the 30 feet of chain that she carries around with her.
Okay.
Oh my god, you have 30 feet of chain. Jesus.
But yeah, we begin wrapping it up.
Okay, yeah, you securely lash the coffin closed. So I guess
I don't suppose there's any chance of getting Lyra to carry this.
Lyra is dead. Well, she's not dead, but she's not here right now. I have to resummon her.
Alright. Well, we're going to need some way of getting this, and hopefully another one
How
out.
long does it take to resummon Lyra? I always forget.
I think it's a long rest, isn't it?
Okay.
It's like isn't it like a ritual or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's a ritual, but you can do it over a period. I'll look it up now.
I think the bigger problem is going to be you need like herbs and spices from the wild or something along those lines.
Not anymore.
Okay.
You can spend a short time in quiet contemplation. At some point in the next 8 hours after completing the rest, a new incarnation of your companion appears. So it's long rest.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so let's go check in on the others.
You make your way down to the room. Your companions are no longer in the room. Instead, there is basically there's a door that's open that's sticking through a tapestry like a bad collision mesh, which makes you realize that the tapestry is an illusion.
Also, I would have picked up the 2 black steel cleavers that the statues
Yes,
had.
yeah, I've imagined
So-
you've like literally got them all stuffed in your backpack.
Yeah.
But yeah, you step inside.
This is great. You guys walk in, and Elizabeth's got a big pile of books.
So I'm just like thinking, like we found the books, we found a few scrolls here. We didn't really find much else here, did we?
No, not really.
Did I check the? Did I check that?
Yeah, that's the thing of like robes and clothing
Yeah,
and
that's-
disguises.
Yeah,
there's
okay.
there's also another short sword on top of the cupboard, but it's just a
No.
regular short sword.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. It was a regular old short sword. Well, yeah, just good to see you on your
yeah.
feet. I've been thinking, and never got around to giving back V her broom.
In canon,
we?
you did, yes.
Wait, did we?
Yes, we
Yes.
Ah, okay.
did. Yeah, we definitely did that. But yeah, yeah. I guess as Arya and Lithari come in, Elizabeth's just gonna go. Well, I can report some pretty damn good news. One of these books is Lithari's spellbook. Is Illyria's spellbook.
That's pretty good.
So, yeah, if I can figure out what she's got in there, then that'd give us a nice idea of exactly what she's capable of.
There might be a few tips and tricks in there for yourself.
That too.
Well, we were we're gonna burn the grave or the I keep on going to the grave, but
Coffin.
Coffin.
the coffin.
Is it worth seeing if we can carry it with us?
Wait,
Or
the empty.
Worth
empty
seeing
coffin?
if you can bring it.
Lena, we were talking
Yes.
burning about the coffin that we can't, like the empty one, so that her.
Yeah. No, we
Yes.
Need to destroy, yeah, we need to destroy this so that she can't respawn from it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
If we bring it with us, then we know where it is.
Like,
Well, here's the problem. I can't teleport objects.
well, I think also like, how heavy is this thing? And it might be slightly smashed from me hitting it.
Yeah, they are fairly heavy.
Okay.
I can only I can only teleport 8 willing people, 8 willing things. I can't teleport an object back to the material plane.
It's your decision, Grim. Whether or not.
I would
it's
agree
worth
that it
it.
is a very clever way of dealing with things, but unless you have a solution as to how we're going to drag 2 coffins, Like one coffin, we can. It's gonna be rough, but we can do it. Two, I think we're just gonna like it's gonna slow us down too much, and we're gonna get caught and end up with nothing.
All right.
Well, like I agree it would be the best play, but I don't see how we do that and not screw ourselves over.
It is worth noting, by the way, that during your research on vampires and their coffins, you did find out some information. I will give it to you in a meta format, but this is probably not the format that you received it in character. And that's basically that they can have multiple places of rest, but if they can't reach the resting place within 2 hours of their destruction, they are doomed.
Oh,
So, if you can destroy them and they have no resting place within 2 hours of travel in gas cloud form, then they're dead.
And it's not like a homing thing where they actually return to it. It's like they still have sentience when they're in the mist.
Oh my god,
Correct.
you are roboting very hard.
yeah.
Oh,
Robot.
sorry.
Robot Holly.
Is that better?
A little.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
Well, what I was going to say was, it's not like a homing thing where they just lose consciousness when they're missed and then just like zip back to their place. It's like they are still like traveling, navigating
Yeah,
purposefully, right?
They travel with intent, yes.
Okay. So then I suppose there's not much drawing yet.
Actually, didn't they have to put like they had to do something for it to be their thing, right?
It has to have grave dirt in it, yes.
So if we clean it out and they come back to it, and they don't realize,
I think it's better to be safe than sorry,
Robot.
and to take a risk like that.
I think I got what you were trying to say.
Yeah, better safe than
Yeah,
sorry.
like
Be
yeah.
It's not
Okay,
my
well-
decision. Oh no.
You know, it's like you have to like even though like you said like I am the leader, we're very much a team here. Burn everything in the room, and then we'll just burn everything here. The disguise does everything.
everything?
Well, you can keep your books.
Well, yeah, obviously, but like everything that we're leaving in the room.
Yeah. If it doesn't catch fire, it doesn't catch fire. If it does, so be it.
Okay, I guess Elizabeth will precariously prop the books, hold the books she's holding with one hand, and cast Firebolt on the coffin with the.
Okay. It begins to like lick and flicker.
Right, there we go.
Okay.
And then.
Well, let's get out of here. We still have the problem of transporting the coffin.
Mhm.
But
I mean, if we do an 8-hour rest, I can resup Lyra.
yeah, but I
We
think
should
in eight
not
hours,
take the rest.
yeah, in 8 hours we're dead if we sleep here at least.
Yeah.
Well,
We can strip him of his plate armor, which should make it easier.
Yes.
well, you staked him, right? So he can't move
Yep.
anyway.
Yeah, but like he's still weighs the same, unfortunately. But yeah, stripping the armor would help. I might as well check for any enchantments on it, but I don't think they had that. We'll see.
Yeah, it's not enchanted plate armor. It's just regular plate.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah,
say
if
we're
it
all-
was enchanted plate armor, driving the wooden stake through the chest piece would have been insanely aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh yeah, it's even damage plate armor, so it's not. Yeah,
Yeah. It's got a massive hole in the chest.
like
Not
it's still
to mention the
valuable,
numerous rends and dents put in it by Kelariis.
Yeah.
Mhm.
true. But yeah,
So yeah,
we're just
Are we,
gonna
saying, are we saying we're back in his room then?
we're gonna go back to his room.
Okay.
Unless
Head
somebody
back.
wants to check this book room for more clues.
Oh, my detect magic doesn't
But
pop
we
up
can-
anything magical in this room. Doesn't anything else magical in this room?
Nothing else magical, no. It's just all books. Just regular textbooks. Oh, God.
So back to wait, there's actually one room that we never went to.
What room did you never go to?
Or oh no, maybe we did. It's just it was so small that I didn't realize.
Yeah, that was the jail, the cell I told
Yeah.
you about.
So first we strip him, we drag him. Where do we drag him in the coffin? Still not sure if we. The more I think about it, the less I feel like we need to carry the coffin along as well.
Fair enough.
Well, as I said earlier, I can only teleport willing people.
Yes, but like that. See,
If he's not willing
like,
to be teleported, I can't take him with us.
but like that's going to be a problem for later. Like we don't really have time. We can spend an hour debating it here, but like debating it here for an
We
hour
need-
is
We need
bad.
8 hours. We have 8 hours to figure
Well,
this out. We just
probably
need to not be here.
Yes.
Okay, so you're
Yeah,
taking him out of the coffin.
Yeah.
We stripped him and then we took him out of his bed, and it's just getting
Well,
worse.
Also, if we just discuss
Mm.
like if you can't get back to a coffin within a set time, he just dies. How likely is it that he has another?
Is it worth keeping him alive? Is
Well,
what you're asking.
like
Kinda.
I'm kind of curious. Yeah, that comes from the person that wanted to talk to them. Like this is our source of only source of information. It's not a great way of doing things, but
I'm perfectly fine with carrying him to
Yeah.
wherever we're going.
yes, like it's like we can if we for some reason decide to change our mind, we can drop him along the way.
Oh.
But for now, we'll grab him.
This is still a mute point because I can't teleport him back with us.
Yeah, but
We can
When
he
will you-
should
like,
be
we-
here regardless.
like what we're saying is
Let's-
we'll figure
let's-
it out when we get to there. We'll figure it out when we get there. We'll just grab him and start moving.
You pull him out of the coffin, start hauling him. You just leaving the
coffin. Yeah, I tie him. We take him out of the coffin, strip him, and then I tie him up with my with the rest with my chain again.
Okay. What are you doing with the coffin?
I think should we just destroy the coffin? That way we
There's
have
no
more.
other option.
Do you want me to burn it again, or are you going to smash it to pieces?
Burning is quicker, and
Right.
I do not want to waste my energy on smashing it.
Well, where do you want to try and hold out?
Well, not here. We're gonna we're gonna run. We're gonna just follow the canyon. Hopefully, find something.
That seems like a bad idea.
Well, it seems like a lot worse idea to spend
It's better than
time. Like here, like they can just tell the city where we are, and we'll die just from them saying it. Like
With
So
that flare that
Elizabeth,
went
I
up, there is
assume
very
you
little
saw-
chance they don't know.
Yeah, I think Lithari would point that it's just like Elizabeth. I assume you saw that signal that Illyria sent. There's no way we're right in the middle of the city.
All right.
oh wait,
You
Lead the way, then.
do what you're trying.
like Lithari, we you said there was a tunnel, like a hidden one, right?
Illyria. Illyria disappeared down it, but I don't know how far it goes because I assume she heard it
So
or,
hard to hear.
something.
It's so hard to
Oh.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Said she didn't know how far Illyria how far it went, or how far Illyria went into it, because she lost it basically. Okay, so you are torching the coffin and leaving the manor.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, Elizabeth, you firebolt the coffin.
Yep.
The moment the coffin loses structural integrity, Lycidius Aranda turns to ash and just falls apart.
Yeah.
He has no coffin that he can return to within 2 hours, so he is dead.
Oh.
Well,
he,
I guess
he was
that's,
paralyzed and unable to move.
I'd like to. I forgot about that. That was the reason why we kept his coffin there. We wanted to bring his coffin.
Oh yeah, because he was still at 0 technically, because I hadn't been lying
Yeah,
enough.
regenerated yet.
Well, that solves that problem.
Yep. There is one option. No, it's terrible. I was like, you could like just dome, like the little hut that you made for us,
Well,
Elizabeth.
well,
But-
yeah, that was. Yeah,
But
that was going to be the plan.
but like to teleport, you need like 10 minutes, don't you?
Not for plane shift. No.
Hmm.
Plane shift is instantaneous. We just need to link hands.
See. No, you know what? Okay. I'm gonna make a decision,
regular
and
teleport is
like
instant as well.
I'm gonna say something, and you're all gonna disagree probably. We have to follow. We have to follow her. What's her name again?
Illyria.
Illyria. Think about it. If we don't go for it now, how are we ever gonna do anything? Like, how are we ever gonna fix this? We'll take a short rest, and then we'll try and track her down.
All right, you're the boss.
Are you with me?
Because like, if we don't, I don't see how we're at. Well, I think we're going to be in deep shit if we don't. Because we're not. Well, we might be able to come back here, but I have a hunch they will destroy the circle.
As you are having this conversation, you hear the low, dull sound of a bell beginning to toll somewhere in the distance.
Yes. Well, let's get going.
Yeah, that's our cue to get out of here.
Damn.
Okay.
Lithari puts on her mask and begins leading the way towards that tunnel.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, as you cross the chasm and look up, the pale, sickly blue sky is blotted out occasionally by swooping wings of more of the bat-like creatures. 4, 5, 6 of them, perhaps, are now patrolling routes around the city. As you squeeze into the gaps in the canyon, disappear into the rock formations, and head down into the darkness, that is where we will end our session. Well, everything on the line.
Aye.
What a session.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
That went. That could have gone. There's a world in which that went so well.
Is there?
I feel like there's a
Yeah.
world where that went a lot worse as well.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, there is a world where it went well. For example, a world where Elizabeth didn't go from 122 hit points to 5 in one turn.
Yeah.
where she didn't get stunned and was able to cast shield and blocked a few of the attacks, and then immediately chain lightning for more than 26 damage.
Yeah. That fucking stunning
And-
strike
And
landing.
still,
Yeah.
But, like-
had fast step, and so could just teleport away again.
On the other hand, I got very lucky because I managed to pass 3 DC 15 Wisdom saves with -1 Wisdom.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that is very
We-
lucky.
we won some and we lost some, I guess.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know how Lithari is still managed to stay up that whole thing. But
Grim still hasn't gone down, not once.
It's fine. Look, I just don't know how.
So
It's fine.
now that the session is over, but before we conclude on the stream or on the video, I just want to say, Lithari, when you ran into this cave the first time, looking for Illyria, you were standing right next to her, but she got a natural 20 on her hide
fuck.
for
Damn.
29,
Wow.
That sucks so much.
which was 2 more than you rolled on your perception.
Damn.
That
was
is the worst. I'm
Hiding
so
in an
sorry.
alcove in the pillar.
Again, and that 20. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah,
today's the day of
there
20s
were
and
a
ones.
lot of 20s today and a lot
A
of
lot.
1s.
Yeah. A lot of criticals.
Ferrous, I almost wish she didn't tell me that. I would have much preferred it if I had just assumed that she had teleported away.
Really,
Well,
Holly is just despairing now.
No, Holly, you have to be just as mad as I do.
Oh, I was already just as bad.
Fuck me.
Yeah, and next section, if we get out of here, Arya's gonna rip Elizabeth a new one. So look forward to that.
Man, Elizabeth's honestly just not gonna
Well-
give a shit anymore.
Oh
see,
my
that's the
God.
problem.
That's the problem. That's the whole problem.
The question will be, do you go straight home or do you go to help Kelariis?
That's true.
Yeah.
The problem is you not giving a shit.
Oh.
Maybe if you gave a
That
shit,
was-
it would be a problem.
Yeah.
was-
I think we
that was-
have. I think
That
by
was,
the
that was
sense of
not
it.
me being that was not me being serious.
Oh, good.
That was not me being serious. Elizabeth does give a shit.
Oh, thank God.
I think y'all have some internal issues to sort out before you go help Kallistrate.
Maybe so.
True.
Well, I think the problem. Well, it's kind of a weird one because on one hand, she supposedly went off with like an angel or something along those lines of like the person that she, of Farfarian, so she should be in good hands.
On the other
However,
hand, we don't have any verification of that.
also I want my Dragonborn back.
I want my Dragonborn back.
Yeah, and with that, I think we will call it an evening.
Uh,
Good night, everyone.
Alright. Good night.
good night.